I want to do a quick video here. This before and after. The student of mine just did a very good job today, and as far as working on what I asked her to do. I told her, gave her a lot of homework and mirror work and things that I talk about on my YouTube channel when I do online video analysis. And I just kind of want to give you an idea of what was going on in the before. So if you can see here on the before, watch what's going on here with her swing. She's kind of dipping a lot, and as you can see her torso is really leaning really far towards, like, almost to the catcher. See that, how her body's kind of leaning. At this stage of the swing, the torso should be much more vertical. And you can see here at this stage of the swing right here, watch what's going on here. As she gets into her toe touch right here, you can see here that her shoulders are opening up, and you can see that her back elbow is dropping right here. And also too, the bat is very vertical. And again, just like I just mentioned, too much torso lean right there. At this stage of the swing, your torso should be pretty vertical. Okay, you can see her, she has a lot of lean, and the bat right here at this stage of the swing is kind of vertical. At this stage of the swing, the bat's usually pointing right here, and elite players at about a 45-degree angle. So again, this is all because she didn't know how to apply pullback and the resistance, and that's very common. And here her back shoulder right here was lower than her front one, plus it was wide open. Her hips were open, therefore having what I call like a one-piece swing, meaning the shoulders and the hips work together instead of being separated. And the lower body right here, you can see right here, it's not very athletic at this stage of the swing. It's probably about 50% of her height right here. So she had things going on in her swing that we talked about when she first arrived. This is a video. I said, okay, let me record you. Let me see what your swing looks like. And again, as we got into her heel plant right here, you can see here that her heel plant right here, her back shoulder is much lower now than her back one, and her bat's even become even more vertical right here, where at this stage of the swing, the bat again should be pointing about a 45-degree angle, pointing pretty much to the area of the catcher's gloves. So you can see what's going on right here. Too much flexion in her arm right here for a heel plant, and also too, you can see here that her lower body right here, again, is just not in a very good athletic position for a heel plant. So if we go further here, watch what's going on here. I'm just going to continue on. You're going to see here that her hands are going to start to drop, 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 drop. Okay, that happens because there's not any resistance. There's no pullback. This is very common with players that do not apply resistance and pullback. That when the hands drop, the elbow drops. At this stage of the swing, the elbow should be much higher, but because the hands drop, because of no resistance, is cause and effect of what's going on here. The hands start to drop, and then therefore having compensations when, depending on the pitch. Now, she did this in pretty much on every single pitch, whether the pitch was high or low, her hands would drop because of no resistance, no pullback. She did a good job of making up for it, her elbow working up to the height of the mouth, and then she hit two and threw the ball, but she never really got to full extension with any of her hits. This right here, you can see here at this stage of the swing, she still had a lot of, well, for my taste, too much flexion for at this stage of the swing. You can see here she just pretty much at this stage never let her arms get to full extension, and then she kind of flipped through the ball, and that was a lot of it because the hands were dropping and no resistance and things like that, and also too with the leaning back of the torso, which causes you to make compensations. Okay, so this is just kind of a summary of what was going on, and what I'll do here is I'll just back this up and you can kind of watch it, and I'll just kind of play it in slow motion, and you can see her swing right here, what it looked like in one motion right there. You can see her, she's dipping, and then right here, again, not too bad right there as far as what's going on. And then right here, as I back this up, I'll play it more in fast motion so you can kind of see kind of what's going on right there. Okay, so that's what's pretty much going on with her swing, and you can see here again, you can see another swing right here. You see that it's kind of her tendency right there. So that's what I look for is in players, kind of see what their tendencies are. Now if we go here on the right hand side, now watch what's going on with her swing here. She's a setup, and again, what I had her do is work on the resistance, work on her torso. You can see here she does a really good job with her lower body, and then she's just very quiet right here, and then she's just really nice job. And then watch what she does here as she gets into her toe touch right here. Just a beautiful job. Watch her back elbow. See how her back elbow works up, back, and behind her. And she was hitting balls to the opposite field so beautifully by the end of the lesson. And I actually asked her, do you ever hit to opposite field like that? And she said no, which was kind of funny because she did such a great job of hitting to opposite field. She was hitting some really nice line drives opposite field. And all I had her do at this stage of this, at this lesson, it was again our first lesson. I said, all I want you to do is hit a lot of balls. And what I was doing right here was this. I was telling her, when I bring my hand back, I just want to make sure with very smooth tempo, get into a very smooth pullback, the very smooth toe touch, okay? That's what I was telling her. I said, get into a smooth toe touch, smooth resistance getting in back. And I said, I don't care if you're early. I said, and if the ball doesn't get to you yet, I want you to just work on having that pullback and resistance. And I said, the reason why is because if you have great pullback and great resistance, that works as a brake mechanism. In other words, if you get an off-speed pitch, or if you're getting someone throwing a great changeup or off-speed pitch, you're still able to resist that pullback and able to still have that torque and that resistance. So you're going to see here, because I was working with her in this manner, she was able to hold the pullback and still hold it back, and yet be able to hit the ball with a lot of power right here. She was hitting again very, very nice. So here you're going to see, and I'll just go ahead and play with this for you more in kind of in normal speed here, so you can see what I'm talking about. So I pitch, and you can see her, she kind of delays, but she holds it. She holds the pullback, and then she just hits right to and through the ball, okay? And again, this is awesome, because what happens with a lot of players that don't have resistance and pullback, what they do is that they don't have their resistance of the pullback. So when the ball is a changeup or an off-speed pitch, what they do is they can't hold the swing, and they end up doing what she was doing on the left, letting that back elbow sink underneath her, and then therefore not allowing herself to hold back on an off-speed pitch. She was committing and flipping through the ball when I was throwing off-speed pitches to her when she first got to me. And right here you can see this. Watch what's going on here. Beautiful load. She sees that it's a changeup. She holds off, but she's still holding the resistance, okay? And again, this is in slow motion right here. And then what she does here, she holds on. Look at the bat path right here, how quick she hits to and through the ball, okay? And this is, again, we were just working on the resistance, the pullback, and we weren't really working on anything else. We were working on her torso. We were working on very smooth tempo, the resistance, the pullback. And again, this is just an awesome job, and a lot of players aren't able to do this, what she's doing right here, when you fake a player out or you throw an off-speed pitch, because they just don't have the resistance in the pullback. And you can see here what a great job she does. And she was, like I said, she was hitting a lot of balls just very, very nicely over and over with this technique. So I hope you like this video. And again, I do online video analysis, and I hope you like this video. You learned something. Again, the pullback, the resistance is so crucial to help you get to another level. This young lady, again, by the end of the lesson, she was hitting some really nice line drives to opposite field, and just really proud of her. I hope you learned something from this. The pullback, the resistance, remember, always smooth tempo, always smooth tempo. God bless, and thank you so much for watching my video. Give me a like.